Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel, a brick review. This is my first ever YouTube video on this channel, and it will just be, well, reviewing Lego. It'll be reviewing Lego, building Lego sometimes, and showing you what to get and what not to get, or in my opinion. I'll show you my minifigs off, my Lego off, and I'll just show you how I organise it and things like that. So, I hope you like this content, guys. Remember to leave a like if you like it, or if you don't want to, I don't really mind, but please do. First off, let's get cracking. So, first off, we have this guy. He is the Imperial Stormtrooper. This is the Hoth variant. Sorry, the camera's being funny. With a regular Stormtrooper helmet. He has back printing and grey highlights. This guy's very cool. I like him, but to be honest, I prefer the regular Stormtrooper. But this guy's good also. He came in the Hoth battle pack with a Hoth troop with a Snowtroopers even. This guy's really cool, and I really like him. So, moving on. 1 sec. We have NIL8. So NIL8, sorry. He is a protocol droid, I think, and he has he's black, obviously, with silver highlights. He has some printing here, which you can't see well because my camera's being funny. Sorry about the quality, guys. We'll get a better video or better camera next time. Right now I'm recording on my phone, so I'm sorry if it's not zooming in properly. He has cool like printing. He has some Ys you can see, showing you he's a droid, and he's a very cool head print. Some bug eyes and like a little Vader mouth. Really like him. He came in the Imperial TIE Fighter, which you can see there, and he's really cool. I really like him. Yeah. So moving on, we have the Imperial Officer. This guy is really cool. I really like him. He's like a cool cap. He has like a microphone on because he's piloting the ship. Yeah. And it's called the Imperial Shuttle, this that he's in. He has back printing and a little blaster pistol with a little belt buckle. And he's the Imperial logo, I think. No, he's just a button on his head, not an Imperial logo. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. I think he's the lowest. He's not that expensive, is he? Yeah, well, that's a pretty expensive set, but he's like the lowest cost minifigure in that. So that set's good. I would recommend that because it came with Vader. And we'll talk about that more later. Moving on, this is the Imperial Hover Tank pilot. He pilots the hover tank, which is in his name. He has the old Stormtrooper body with older printing. He has the same back printing as Stormtroopers. The only difference is his helmet. And the thing I don't like about this helmet, or underneath this helmet, is his head is an angry clone, which I really don't like. Because it doesn't look like Jango Fett at all. It doesn't look like any clones. Skin tone's way too light. And his face expression just looks way off. And why would there be an Imperial hover tank pilot, which is set at Rogue One times, who's a clone? It just doesn't make sense for me. I don't really like it. I think they should do what they're doing now and make them more random faces, which I really prefer. So moving on, well, he came in the hover tank set, which I don't have the box off right now, so I can't remember what exactly it's called. But he had a really big hover tank, and I don't have it on display right now, so I can't fit it on, but it looks really cool. So I would recommend buying that set, but it's an older set, so it might be cost more than it was when I bought it, but you know, yeah. Moving on, we have the regular Stormtrooper. He has black details and black arms, and has the same helmet as them. He has a blaster pistol, he has black highlights and some printing on his front, which I really like. He has a blaster pistol as well, I think I've already mentioned that, sorry. And yeah, He looks very detailed and looks just like the films, which I really like. I really like Lego getting in all those details, which I love. Good job, Lego. This guy came in the calendar. I think it was the newest calendar. He looks really cool, and that I would recommend getting that calendar because it came with a couple of minifigures, some really good minifigures, and some extra weapons, and there's some gun racks back there. One sec, let me fix the camera. With some extra gun racks back there. One sec, it's being funny, but basically, it came with a bunch of stuff which I would really like, and I wish that there you go. I wish that you should get it because it's really good. I think it's a bit expensive now, but it's really good. I would recommend buying that. Yeah, moving on. Got the Imperial TIE Fighter pilot, and as his name would imply, he pilots the TIE Fighter. He has the Imperial crest on his helmet. He has belt buckles, and he has like that gas. He has like oxygen because it's not pressurized. He has not good back printing because he doesn't have like the little thing Stormtroopers have with 2 lines in a circle. But I guess that because he's in the TIE Fighter, so you wouldn't see his back normally. He has the back of his helmet off, which I don't really like, but that's just how Star Wars is. But you know, yeah, he looks really cool. And there's a newer version which came in that set, the Imperial TIE Fighter, with the 2 silver lines, which is really cool. Yeah, looks really cool. I like it. Moving on, there is the Imperial. Well, I don't need to say the Imperial, but it's the Artillery Stormtrooper with yellow markings and a yellow pauldron. I really, really, really love this Stormtrooper mold for the helmet. It looks so realistic. It looks just like a Stormtrooper. I really like it, and I especially like this Artillery Trooper with the yellow highlights. It's just a normal mod with some yellow highlights in his armor and his legs, his yellow pauldron, but funnily enough, this Stormtrooper has some back printing, which I'm not going to take this whole thing off, but you can see some special back printing which isn't on the normal Stormtroopers, and he has some backpack for his mortar, that's the word, and he looks really cool. I really like this trooper, but it's a bit difficult for him to stand up because of the extra weight on his back, so I would recommend this set, but it's just a bit difficult to display properly if you're displaying it not on studs like I am here. There's no studs there, which I should incorporate, but I don't know yet. But basically, he's a good set. I would recommend getting the Imperial Armoured Marauder, which comes with so many great figures. It's so good. I love that set. It was so fun building. I love it. I might talk about that at a later date, but moving on to the minifigures. Now we're on to the main display. These Stormtroopers. As you can see, these Stormtroopers are really good quality. These look so good. Help this on properly. He looks so good. Back printing magnificent with the little lines and circles I was talking about before. Little explosive on his back. And he has the leg printing as well. His blaster is cool. And then this one, came in the calendar as well, because it came with a Stormtrooper, which I guess just shows you to buy more, buy the calendar because you get more Stormtroopers obviously, and more great figures. I would get that. I'm not sponsored at all because I'm just starting out, but maybe one day. And I would recommend it on my own personal use of a product. It's really good. Moving on. I'm not going to talk about all these Stormtroopers, considering they're all the same thing. One has a pauldron which I added from a Death Trooper I had, but besides from that, I got these 2 from the Marauder tank thing, the Imperial Armoured Marauder, that's it there, and I got this one from the TIE Fighter. I would also really recommend that set. It's such a good set, the TIE Fighter I mean, so good. Also, okay, moving on, there is the Imperial Snowtrooper. God, he looks so cool. I got this from the the Snowtrooper Battle Pack. It came with 3 of these and the guy there, the Snowtrooper, not the Snowtrooper, the half variant of the Scout Trooper. That's one. But this guy, talking about this guy more, This guy is so cool. He has those little badges on him. He has that belt. He has that printing going down. He has that back printing, which is different to the normal Stormtrooper. I just really like this. It looks so good. It has differently coloured hands. I think it's like it looks like a slight darker variant of I think it's sand colour. I can't remember off the top of my head. Sorry for that. And the only problem with this, the helmet looks cool. First off, it's a cool mold. It's random faces, which I love. And the only problem with this is in all the older versions of the Snowtrooper, they had like a little a little comma on the back and front, because that's what it had in the film. But they didn't add that for prices, I guess, which I'm saddened of, but I kind of understand. We also didn't include a backpack for the Snowtrooper, so it's kind of Baron as just a regular minifigure with a helmet and a blaster. So I might add that to them, but I wish Lego would include it. I guess it's for price reasons, but it's kind of unfortunate. Okay, so if the camera is bad, guys, I'm going to improve that. Oh, ignore that. Okay, whatever. These two are the same minifigures. That one has a bigger gun. They both came in the battle pack, Snowtrooper battle pack. Then this guy is the AT-ST pilot, the half variant of him. Looks really cool, with a white coat with black trimmings and a silver belt. I think that's meant to be the Imperial logo, but it's just a circle and a thing like the officer's cap. He has a pistol, and he has those sunglasses which don't come down, they're just a print, which is unfortunate, but yeah, I get it. His helmet mold is really cool, really like it, with little greeblies on it, really cool. Got some leg printing on it. I actually really like this. Some good leg printing and back printing. Yeah, it's really good. But the only problem is when you print white on grey, it makes that weird grey. It makes up weird like darkish white, which I don't really like. But it's just it's how the Lego print their things, so that's kind of unfortunate. But anyway, moving on. Oh yes, also, sorry I didn't mention this before, this guy came in the AT-ST set, which just came with probe droid and things like that, but I'm not including that in this, because it's not a minifigure. Moving on. This guy, I think it's called the Praetorian Guard, I can't remember, but he's got like electric staff, which isn't electrified, because you never see it in the films. He's a cool helmet piece. I think he's like the only character who has this helmet piece. Looks so cool. But the only problem with this type of moulding is that he has a black head, because it has a hole in it. It has a hole in it, so you can see through it, like the older Stormtroopers and Clone Troopers, who had the holes in it, so you could see through it and see the black face. He also has some body printing. Yeah, you can see it. It's like robes, and also he unfortunately has no back printing, which is quite sad. But he's wearing the cape, so you wouldn't see that anyway. So which is quite unfortunate, but I do understand Lego skipping out on that feature because you couldn't see it anyway. But I wish they did add that. But there's no leg printing for this. But yeah, moving on. I'm sorry if you hear any noise in the background. I'll try and edit that out as much as possible. But moving on. This guy. This is Darth Vader. Oh, as you would know, he has cool body printing. He has that his like electric box with some silver greeblies on him. He has that silver like chest plate armor. He has a chrome lightsaber with a red thing on top. Sorry if the camera's being weird. Yep, he has cool eyes, and I really like this newer head mold. It's been around since 2016, but it's a newer one. You can still turn his head, but it's in two separate pieces now, which is I prefer it as its look, but it's quite taller than the older one. He has some leg printing with some robes going down to his legs, and he, if I'm remembering correctly, yes, he has some back printing with some robes and the back of his armor neck piece. Sorry, and a belt. I don't know what to call it. And basically, let me show you in a second. You can take his helmet off in two separate pieces. This is the older style, Vader when he's in Return of the Jedi. He came in the Imperial shuttle set, with Luke Skywalker, but I'm not including that because he's not Imperial. And he looks wrinkled and whiter than he was. And yeah, his bag's under his eyes, and he looks a mess, but it's different than the darker skin coloured one, which is in Return. It's in Revenge of the Sith, right after, and that's what they use for that variant of Vader. So moving on to the last minifigure in this collection. Oh, ignore that. Sorry about that. I'll pick that up later. But sorry if this is not that good quality, but I'm trying my best here. This guy, the camera's being funny. Yeah, this guy is the newer version of the Emperor Palpatine. He has cool robes. Yep, he has different robes to Vader. Looks like we're tucked in a bit. He has lightning because it came in this set. This is the Emperor's Palace Room set, so it's the newer style of Palpatine. He's not as grey as he used to be. He's a bit yellowish tint. It looks really cool. I think he has leg printing. Yeah, he has like robes going down like Vader. Very similar. I really like that. But look at his head. He has dual-sided face. He's angry there, and he's calm there. If I just display the calm one, because the angry one looks very silly. Unfortunately, it has no back printing, which is very strange considering that he's one of the most famous, baddies in Star Wars, but he's no back printing, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't display him with his lightsaber because you only see him with lightning in the Return of the Jedi. So, yeah. Oh, ignore that, sorry. So, thank you for watching to the end of the video. I really look forward to seeing you guys again. Remember to like and subscribe because this is a brand new starting out YouTube channel, which I want to carry on this as much as possible and spend as much time as possible working on to get better videos, better content out for you. So I'm just trying to do my best, and any encouragement from you guys will help me a ton. It will show YouTube that you guys like my content, and it will encourage me to make more. Thank you, and I've met more videos on every Monday and Friday, unless there's something else happening which I'll tell you about before it happens. So just expect more videos every Monday and Friday, and yeah, thank you. Bye.